Welcome back everyone to Pinetopia, and today we are going to start on our central tower. Yet before I do that, I'd like to show you what I did in the basement between episodes. First off, in this area is where I'll be building the nether portal. I want to use nether materials here, so I have not really done much in decorating the area. And of course, that will eventually be obsidian. And yes, I'm using a 3 wide portal, and I'm doing that because I want to make it so that I can have the 0, 0 point right at the center. And that means an odd number sized room with 0, 0 in the center, then you really want an odd sized portal there. Now, of course, in order to get to the portal, I am going to be needing some obsidian. And in order to be able to mine the obsidian, we'll need some diamonds. And that's why I'm taking you here, because look at this. We have obsidian, and right on top of, or we have lava, and right on top of that we have some diamonds. Now, I want to be able to convert that into obsidian so that I can get that right. And I also need some torches. It looks like I used them all up. There you go. Nice place in there. So let's get these diamonds out. Actually, let me use this one up first. Now, I'm hoping to have that. There. Oh, there's a third one. And that's enough for a diamond pickaxe. Been too bad that I only had one left on that iron pickaxe, and I wouldn't have had to bother to make another iron one. Oh, okay. For a moment there, I said, "What? No more wood for sticks?" But yes, I do have enough of that. I have enough of that. One diamond pickaxe. Good. And that means it is time for me to, yeah, mine the obsidian. This is going to take a while, most likely. Ooh, yeah. I gotta be careful about that because it's probably inevitable that. Well, that wasn't my intent. Not my intent at all. Hey, hey, hey! Quit that. I can't get it? Really? That was certainly not my intention that it go halfway down the dungeon as a result. Well, I'm just going to have to hope that the first piece doesn't fall into obsidian. If it does, well, then I'll find something into lava. And boy, this takes forever. Very well. And what I'll do is put that in there. And that way, I'm hoping that I won't burn any obsidian that I'm mining there. But this is, of course, going to take a little while. Now, I'm going to need 12 at minimum for this portal. Oh, it helps if I use the diamond pickaxe when I do it. Really, it helps a great deal. And good thing I caught that before the iron pickaxe eventually was able to do it. But let's see, how many I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have at, see, I'm going to need at least 12. And of course I would prefer 16, but I could put a decorative block in the corners if need be. But I'm just going to do this off camera because, as you could tell, this is going to take a little while. I managed to get a total of 22 out of that, which is plenty for what I need here. So let's make our nether portal. Maybe we should just go into a little trip into the nether and see what it's like in there. So I have to go by the assumption that I'm going to run into a bunch of hostiles that will make my life unlivable. So I'm not going to take anything ultra expensive. Not that I really have anything ultra expensive, but I won't need to bring in my diamond pickaxe. Now, it'd be nice if I get some enchantments, but I'm going to need to get some leather before I can do that. Do I have any leather? I think I did some fishing. It's possible that's... No, I haven't done any fishing on this. I think it was, as for it was in the MHC where I was doing some fishing in there. Obviously, I've gone fishing by attacking the fish with an axe rather than using the fishing pole. So, might get some leather that way. I might find some cattle and kill them, but I don't want to kill all the milk cattle in the area because I sometimes find canning some milk is useful. Now, do I have any flint and steel? There we go. There you go. I'm going to prep up for a quick trip into the Nether, meaning stow away anything that I don't want to lose. While I dump what I don't want to bring with me to the Nether, I do have 3 gold, and maybe I could use that to trade with the piglins. Now the clock, actually I better put the clock in here also because the clock is not going to be any good in the Nether. This is just going to be my dumping ground for anything I want to preserve. That's 2. Just 1 more, and maybe I could barter with some piglins. Now I think I'm wearing a piece of gold armor. And let's see, I've got golden boots and an iron chest plate. How about throw in some leggings to keep me alive? All right, there you go. Now, with that, oh, right, I have all that. We're ready to head into the Nether. Here goes nothing. What kind of Nether spawn did I get this time? Well, piglin country, that's for sure. Because I gotta make sure I don't get attacked by hoglins when I first come in anytime. Okay, I've got some of that, and I could use a... Did I bring a hoe with me? Why didn't I bring a hoe with me? Ah! Well, then I guess I'll have to amend that little problem. Alright, let's see. A hoe? Well, I have to be a stone hoe because I don't have enough iron with me. I should have thought about that. Have at least a little bit of iron to bring with me. But alright. Good. That gives some nice light to use for the nether portal room. Good. Just for making sure. Hoglins, I'm sort of scared of hoglins. They sort of... I find them a bit intimidating. As I guess you would believe. I'm surprised I don't see any piglins about. Or any hoglins for that matter. So grab a few of these things. But a little, yes, little trip into the Crimson Forest here. Which is one of the new biomes. Oh, speaking of hoglins, maybe I don't want to open things up too far down. Oh, I forgot to pick that up. There's a piglin right there. If I can get anything for bartering. Let me make sure there is nothing here. Ooh, we do have some. There you go. See how this works. Oh, that's a zombified piglin. Ah, they don't care about gold. Well then, I might as well grab some of this. Oops, you don't want to hit the zombified. It must have been at the edge of that crimson forest there, because now are we in a no, we're still in a crimson forest. And I'm surprised we're seeing only zombified piglins around here rather than the regular ones, but I do want to get some of this nether wood here because I think it'll come in handy for a few things. I know it's, in a way it's stems, I think is what they're calling them, rather than wood. But it's going to be used in building, especially in the nether portal room, maybe in one or two other places. There you go, there you go. And let's get some of this, sample all these items in here. That Oh yeah, welcome to the Nether, where it's constantly on fire. And of course, let's get some light, because always a little bit of light is something that's useful to get into this place. And perhaps I could use it in some ways during my building of the tower, because I think I said something about trying to build a tower this episode. Well, I did say start on it. Good thing I said that term, because I got a little distracted. Ah, here's a living piglin. Hey, how about a little gold? Alright. Admire it a little bit, and what do you give me in return? I get soul speed boots. Ooh, wasn't expecting an enchanted book on the first trade. Well then, I'll have to see about that. Well, what about... Okay, that looked like a young one anyway. Alright. I think that gives us our first impression about what's going on around here. We've got this area here. I'll have to make it a little bit safer so that I can hold this as a save point just in case hoglins come attacking me. And all over here. Yeah, I just want to make sure I have a nice safe area here. But this gives me an idea of what I've got right in the middle of piglin country. So yes, I was right to make sure I wore gold before coming in. Once I feel more confident, I can spend a bit more time into the nether. But so far I got 8 shroom lights, 3 weeping vines, 6 crimson fungus, 10 nether quartz, 9 nether rack, 66 nether wart blocks, 9 crimson roots, an enchanted book of soul speed 1, and 37 crimson stems. Now the crimson stems will come in handy for building. I think I'm going to build with these two, at least to start. Maybe add in some nether wart blocks on top of it as highlighting. And I think maybe throw a little bit of quartz. It depends on the exact thing. But I think these working together might make a decent nether room there. And as for the enchanted book, do I put them onto the gold boots or not? That's something for me to think on. Right now, I want to see what's going on upstairs. Ooh, maybe I should grab my things so I could know the time. There you go. Have things that are properly wood used, because I, of course, right now am more concerned with what's upstairs in the way of building, and what should I use for building my tower. Actually, I was thinking of using oak, I believe, for my walls. Oh, oak for the walls. I'm gonna need more oak by the time I get there, so I better go and build some more oak. I need some birch. I'm also going to be needing a bit more birch, it looks like. I'm just using spruce for highlights, and I've got plenty of spruce at the moment, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. I think that'll do for the moment, and if I need any other variety of wood, well, maybe one of the nether woods, because I've got at least some of it now. What we'll do is have 4 high on the on the oak logs there for our corners. We will have oak stairs going around like this. All right, perhaps that won't be the best way to lay that. I'll have to come up with another means for that particular item unless I can learn to do this better. All right. Oh, that's right. I have to look at the lower section. Yeah, there we are. And like this. So we'll go around like that. And what I'll want to do is then let's try it also on this end. Like that. Good. And that's going to be determine where we put stuff because that means we could place the birch right here. Good. And that's the way I'll do everything here is like that. And that'll be a nice. Now, of course, I don't have my stairs built yet because I'm going to be building the stairs right there. So I have to take that into account. So how am I going to get down when this is all over? That's a good question. And if I come up with something, I'll tell you. And I think I went one too far. Did I? Yeah, I think I went one too far. I think I really wanted to do that and actually I wonder if I could land on the bed. Good. Just put this down all the way across here, and then I could have my second floor. I thought, I don't need to go up and down. I don't need to jump down or find some way on there. It'd be easier if I had scaffolding, then I would have done this the right way because, of course, I was off in there, and what I really should have done was to. No, I can't reach that bed. Oh, well. So much for that idea. Do I have any gravel on me? Nope, I do not. I don't have feather falling on me either. All right, now what went wrong here is that I was one off when I did that. So I originally was right, then I said, no, that can't be it. And I was wrong when I decided that it couldn't be it. So now I could continue around, though it might have been a good idea to put the logs up first. He's not going to run into the same problem all over again. I suppose I could count instead because it's a good idea. If you don't have one reference that's working right, then counting can work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's the right place. Good. Now it'll come out right. I just remembered what I did last season in order to make this whole thing a lot easier. I built the stairs first. Yeah! Makes it a whole lot easier, Pineleaf. Build the stairs first, and then everything else goes fine. Crunch. The stairs are to go right here. Two. You put one here. And then it's to go 5 from there. Well, for now, actually, that's the way to do stairs. Like that, so it looks better. Well, not if I do something like that. Right, now, let's see, we want this to be top side, this side, that side, that side, that side. I went like this. Good, and that takes care of that. So now I can get up the stairs without breaking my ankles every time I do it. Sometimes you just forget how to play the game. There you go. Must have been so excited about all that new Nether stuff. So I will have to go back into the Nether course because there was one very important thing that I did not get when I was there, and that was blackstone. I think I will want some blackstone for my portal room. In fact, I would think that's probably the most important thing to get there. I was so excited about seeing all that crimson wood there that I forgot blackstone. Some real nice stuff to get. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally, yes. Ah, that is all done. Good. That's at least the framework, and that's the framework that we'll be needing first. Now for the next level, for the next level, I need to take my own advice and build the stairs first. Now I want these stairs to start further away from the wall because this is going to be along the walls right here, which means on this end I want to start. This would be the wall. This is the space I want between it, and this is where we're going to start going up. This is going to be a tight squeeze. This is going to be the wall, so I have to start here. Well, actually, I want to use spruce. Now, am I going to be able to fit this? Ah, yes, always the perpetual problem. I'll probably have to make the last level a little bit shorter than the previous one as a result of this. You see how high I can go. If I can go up 5 without an issue here. If I can get up here without an issue, it's the next level where things are going to be really tight. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I am right here. I'll just plot this here, see if this works. And if it doesn't, then I could shorten the second level. Have a really tall first level, then a shorter second level, and third. That, I think, wouldn't be too bad an idea if that's what I'm forced to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for this, well, let's assume for a moment that I will be doing this. Well, I won't be able to get that for a moment, but let me add this here then. All right, I'll have here. This, though, is going to become a wall right here on the third level. That means I can't do that. Ah, what I can do then is have the stairs turn. That's the only way I can think of doing this, right? Yeah, it's going to be Well, that's going to be a tight squeeze anyway. So it's either one lower. Yeah, I think I'll just go with one lower for now. There you go. Then I just chop down one from that. Right, because there's only going to be 3 levels, so this is going to be the maximum level we have to worry about. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I could put the stairs there, and everything will be fine. Now, I really don't like the idea of having the actual log look in this section. I want stripped logs for this area. So it'll still be a contrasting shade, but it's not going to look like big solid logs. That's the idea on that. And I'll just have, of course, have the oak planks going in between them as I go around there. Good, let's have a look at it because I've got the skeleton here now. See how this looks. Yeah, I think that actually looks good. Of course, there will be another floor on top of that. And that floor can be, would that be 3 or 4 for the top one? I have to decide on that. Probably have to make it 3 because going from 3 then 4 then 3 again, 4 then 3 then 4 again might look disconcerting. So we can see what we do on that. Perhaps I might go 3 and then have another 3 going inside one more time. It's just that the top 2 layers won't, I mean, the layer above that, the 4th level, will just be a spire or something like that and nothing really solid. But I think that's a good start. That gives us our little outline. I'll finish the outline as I just described, and when I return next time, we could then start to flesh it out when we return. And maybe we could go into the Nether and look for some black stone in the next episode of Pinetopia.